Hey everybody, this is my 5th attempt at making this video because my other iPad didn't have enough storage in it. Alright, I had a guy ask me to make videos on the KFS truck cab conversion kits. I only have 2. I know there was a white Road Commander as well, which I'd still like to get. And I think that was the last American cab kit that he did, as far as which ones he did. But this is the CL9000. I helped develop this kit. I sent Howard my 1/32 scale snap-fast kit, literature, brochures, parts scans from the parts department at Ford. You know, just trying to help as much as I could because I really like this truck. Just an awesome, he just made an awesome kit out of it. He gave me one for free and I bought 2. But just awesome kit. It's 1/24 scale and it's designed to be mated right to an Italeri 1/24 scale Freightliner FLC chassis. That chassis came in the FLC, the Ford Aeromax, the Ford the Ford Aeromax, the Ford LTL 9000, the Max Superliner, the White Road Boss. I'm sorry, White Western Star. I'm old. I'm gonna forget crap. Let's see, I forget stuff in my videos all the time. Bear with me, guys. I'm an old fart. But it's made to adapt to that chassis and Cummins engine. The way Howard designed the kit, all you need is this kit and one of those Italeri kits to complete it. And some paint and glue. Let me show you the cab here. Cab is huge. Just the most nicest casting you've ever seen. Really great detail. The back. This is basically the upper portion of the cab. Got the recesses for the grab handles. That's how Ford did it. If you hear music, that's my neighbors having a party. Got the big old honking interior tub. Floor. One big piece. This kit has some weight to it, guys. That's some. Look how thick that resin is. What Howard recommended when you build this kit, utilize a white axle, a white metal axle for the front so you don't bust the plastic axle. Personally, what I would do really is to put 2 small rods of clear plastic from the bottom of your axle right directly below the leaf spring to the ground. That way the weight transfers going straight through the cab to the chassis to the leaf springs to the axle to the ground. There's no unsprung weight or sprung weight. You know, and that way it won't bust your axle on the ends because those axles are kind of fragile. But if you look closely, you get the shifter boot tucked down in there. I'll show you how it looks in the cab here. The cab does have interior detail. Let's show that. It has some door panels that go here too. I'll show you those in a second. Got your first portion. Then you've got your lower cab sides that have this big piece of resin that's part of the floor. And it tucks in there like that. Just the fit like you wouldn't believe. Damn near better than an AMT kit. Yeah, well, actually, yeah, better than an AMT kit. That's how that goes. I cut some pillows out of a Italeri bed just to throw on the bed. This is your lower cab front. In real life, the cab, this stays stationary and the cab tilts over it, or like above it. The mounting brackets on the back. Really nice dashboard. All of your dash gauges and everything are decals, which I'll show here in a second. Little cup holder detail. And it's about half solid. upper and lower grill portions. Sun visor. I hate this sun visor. I don't think this is accurate for this cab. It might be, but I don't know, it just looks ugly to me. See, it just, I don't know. I don't like it. See how it would kind of fit on there. There's that. Then we've got the exhaust stack mounts. Some great detail. The lower exhaust Y pipe. A pair of quarter fenders, which I believe are just copies of the Italeri quarter fenders. 2 battery boxes. The other exhaust stack mount. See how the back side looks. The lower down pipe from the turbo. Down pipe, flex pipe. The rear cab mount that goes on the frame. I want to do a full air ride. These CL9000s came with full air ride. Had air bags on all 4 corners of the cab mounts. I want to do one of those. I've got all kinds of literature showing how it's done. Got 2 little air tank mounts for under the battery box. The 2 little air tank mounts. I'm sorry, 2 little air tanks. Little bracket. I got to see what this is for. I think it's a mount for the air cleaner or something. I got to double check. Then we've got really nice door panels. This one's a little bit warped. The pocket is molded where it has a relief in it. Then we got the 2 mounts for the cab tilt cylinders, the hydraulic cylinders that lift the cab. It gives you everything for those as well. These are the upper mounts. I'm trying to hold them where you can see the pin detail. That's what they look like. And then you get aluminum and styrene tubing as well as styrene rod for your exhaust stacks and your lift cylinders and miscellaneous other things, I'm sure. White metal chromed cab clearance lights. They would just need a little Tamiya clear orange on there to finish them up. These are the decals. You got your dashboard, Ford emblems, the God, my mind just went. The emblems for the sides of the cab and mud flaps and all that good stuff. The glass is vacuum formed, so it's going to need to be trimmed for a nice fit. See, it's like a big pocket. There's some clear sheet in here as well, and that's for like making the side windows and things like that. Here's the photo etch that comes with it. You got your exhaust stack heat shields. These are the mounts for the exhaust stack heat shields. The grill. These are the inner pockets for the air vents on the inside of the cab. Step treads, windshield wipers. Just step treads also. Real nice nickel photo etch. Howard was actually selling these by themselves after he ran out of the kits. He may still have some. Now, some goodies I've added to the kit so far are, these are from Kit Form Services as well. They're actual real vinyl mud flaps. You just trim them, and then you got actual, pretty cool, real thin vinyl. I also added these fuel tank steps that will have to be, you know, bent and formed, and then I'll put real aluminum fuel tanks on it, and these will go on those. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I also threw some real aluminum air horns in there. These are from Jamie Rommler, if I remember right. Got the bell caps on the ends. Look at the instructions. You can pause the video if you want to read all this. You got your parts list. And then, in the beginning, it shows you how you need to modify the artillery frame in order to make the cab work correctly. Tells you how much to remove. It does come with a radiator also. I've got it in another box because I started this. Imagine that. It's just a big one-piece radiator. It's got the fan molded in, as you can see in the picture. It shows how the air cleaner and exhaust mount to the Cummins. The intake setup. I think it tells you the hydraulic power steering reservoir, if I remember right. Somebody drive the motorcycle. Got the mounts for the exhaust and the rear cab mount, as well as the mounts for the cab lift cylinders, the little silver things. More on the rear cab mount. The exhaust piping. Battery box with air tank installation. Quarter fenders. Shows you how to assemble the cab lift cylinders. How the hinge mechanism works for the cab, bumper installation, and installing the lenses in the front bumper. I would actually put some little fog lights in there. You turn the wheels and you can see them. So, got the lower cab being assembled with the interior floor, as well as the rear cab mounts. Working on the interior, steering wheel, seats from a kit. They don't come in this. The installation of those little photo etched vents for inside the cab. And we go to the grille. Mounting of the headlight bucket pods. They're white metal. I'll show all that in a minute. Turn signals, white metal. I believe I skipped over the whole bag of white metal parts because I'm Mr. Prepared. Shows you how to make the stacks from the aluminum tubing and the stack guards. Got nice interior pictures to show you how the decals go. Hold this better. Then the fabrication of the windshield wipers. Mounts for the lift cylinders, it looks to be. How the front is supposed to look. And then how to make the mirrors. completed truck. Over here you've got your templates for your side glass and where to cut your windshield. Some miscellaneous items there. And then pictures of the real assembled, pictures of the assembled model. Somebody did a really nice build. Too plain for me though, it needs stripes. Let me get to the white metal parts that I should have shown you earlier. What do we got here? I think this is the receipt for it. Yes! The two kits that I bought. Got one kit for free. And then I bought two. Nice little bill. Back then, only 164.41 euros. Trust me, that was cheap. You know, that's 3 of these truck kits. This was 2005. Or no, wait, I'm sorry, that's credit card date. When did I get this? There's got to be a date on here. Invoice date, October 26, 2004 is when I bought this. And here is the bag of white metal parts. I'm not a big fan of white metal parts. All of these could have been made in resin. They just add so much weight to the model. But you got your steering wheel. Little racing type. That's exactly what the Ford steering wheel looked like. I got a ton of brochures on it. Brochures are great, guys. They have all kinds of pics for, you know, detailing. Shows you what the interiors looked like. I got a big stack of dealer brochures. Got that. Got the shifter. Some of these parts are good to have in white metal because they would break easily. Which the shifter is a good one to have in white metal. Then we got the headlight bucket pods for the front of the cab. They mount like so. Whoop, upside down. Well, how in the hell? It doesn't go like that. It goes like this. He put the pin on the wrong side. But you can kind of see how they go. Oh, maybe not. Like trying to hold an oyster with greasy fingers. You see how they go. These should have been resin. Got some spot mirrors, which will need some high polishing. The rear cab mounts, these could have easily been made in resin. The cab tilt cylinder rods for the hydraulics. The lower brackets for the tilt cylinders. Kind of a triangular shape. The turn signals. Woo. Turn signals for the side of the cab. I would have personally molded these in clear. Then you could have had them painted with orange on one side, red on the other, in translucent paint, and then painted the mount, and then, you know, it would have realistic looking lens. Got a little rod. I forget what this is for. Might be for the steering wheel. And then some the rod, the lower ends for the hydraulic cylinders. There's 2 of them. This little lever here, which I think is a trailer brake lever for the top of the dash. I got the hiccup, sorry. And that's about it, guys. That's the whole kit. Like I said, it mates right up to the Artillery chassis. Let me show you the comparison, though. This is kind of funny. Let me put this back together real quick. At how big this thing is. compared to my little cruise liner. Cruise liner is 125th and the Ford is 124th. But I guess the real trucks were, you know, that big. I know the Fords had a really tall cab on them. I had a friend that drove one. He said it was like riding up in a mountain. But that's this kit, guys. It's a really nice kit. Glad I got a few of them. You know, just to have to build. But I'll be doing the review on the International next. See ya.